Army trainees are participating in a combatives competition against other platoons in their company. It's one of the last events trainees experience during basic combat training, where they learn to engage the enemy from a variety of distances.
You never know what type of enemy you're coming into contact with.
Come on! You ain't trying to win, Pink?
Then you go under, never over with the prep hand, set it in and do it, right?
Yes, Sergeant.
In the Modern Army Combatives Program, or MACP, trainees are taught fighting techniques including strikes, takedowns, and submissions like chokeholds.
Whenever they have to close in at that 0 meter range on the enemy, the tools they have to build that confidence, to be able to know what they need to do when the time comes, when someone either grabs their weapons or, they get taken to the ground, what they can do to protect themselves.
And then I curl the wrist. He's already almost wanting to tap. See how fast the red is? Now I draw my elbows in, and he's tapping. Okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
So someone's reaction time between you being 25 meters away from me, it's going to be a 2-second span. So having those tools in the bag of, okay, my weapon system wasn't up fast enough, this guy's already on top of me. So it's just giving them that tool to be able to know what to do at that 0 meter range.
On top of learning combatives with their hands, trainees are taught to fight with Pugil sticks, which simulates using a bayonet to deliver a lethal blow. Trainees put their combative skills to the test in a company-wide Pugil stick competition as they near the end of their basic combat training.
Are you ready? Fight!
Trainees can win in 2 ways. The fighter who delivers a disabling blow wins, or the instructor can stop the fight and declare a winner.
Winner by submission.
We're looking for major hit areas like jabs to the face, the neck, or the stomach area. So their main focus is to maintain their fighter stance on their feet so that they're not letting their opponent knock them over. Because if they can take control and maintain control of a situation, they'll be able to pull themselves out of the situation or dominate their opponent. If the opponent falls, then they're disqualified because they were unable to maintain their fighter stance in that match.
The platoon that wins the most fights receives a reward.
You ain't trying to win, Pink? You ain't doing it for the platoon? You ain't doing it for the platoon? Let's go!
The winner of each match remains in the ring until they are defeated by another opponent.
Winner by most disabling blows.
One trainee lasted longer than the rest.
I'm Daniel Ruiz. There was a lot of adrenaline rush. My thoughts of protecting myself and providing a proper strike was all into my game plan. I did a Superman punch in one of my fights. My senior drill sergeant saw me execute, and I was really happy I was able to hit with that strike. It was one of my favorite strikes.
Ruiz, he has a lot of strength behind him, and he also maintained his breathing as much as he could. A lot of times he would get the first disabling blow, which gives him the win. And that shows us that he's not afraid to get in there and finish the fight and make a strike if need be.
After his 7th fight, Ruiz appeared to be exhausted.
Sit down. Sit down,
My drill sergeant saw me starting gassing up. He gave me motivation in order for me to push forward, saying I had the strength in order to overcome the obstacles.
You get this last win, guy. You set in stone.
Kept pushing forward until my last fight. That's when my gas tank gave up, and that's when I started absorbing more blows.
actual winner by submission.
In his 8th fight, Ruiz finally lost.
It was one of the most fun experiences I've had. I always wanted to know what that felt like, having a crowd behind your back, cheering you up and having you keep going, and just making myself proud.
Think about that, Ruiz. It took 8 people to bring you, one person, down. You have the power of 8 people inside of one.
We want to know the strength of all of your team members. We get down to showing and recognizing the person as an individual and what they can bring to the platoon moving forward.
Another fighter was quickly catching up to Ruiz's record. With 7 wins under his belt, Trainee Garcia was now fighting in his 8th match of the day. And with this win, he beat Ruiz's record, securing the overall win for his platoon.
I want to recognize the both of them because they did very, very, very well. However, the winner overall is Private Garcia from 3rd.
Garcia's platoon will receive the honor of having a streamer placed on its platoon flag during the turning green ceremony at the end of basic training.
For the competition, something that keeps them going is the streamer. It gives them the ability to say, hey, we did good as a platoon, and it builds the morale towards winning honor platoon.
You've made it. All right, you are now United States soldiers.
We're near our BCT portion of OSET graduation, so it's called Turning Green. This is where they become soldiers in the Army and moving into training on their specialized skill as a tanker.
It feels amazing. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of tears, a lot of work that we put in to get here, but we just keep pushing forward in order for us to become U.S. soldiers and make ourselves and our families proud.
Is that Gray?
That's good.
Oh no.
Get it.
Hey Gray, I'm sorry for what I said to you during combatives. I didn't mean it.